Hey, what's up, San Antonio? This is Matt, and you are watching The Scene. That is right, The Scene. We are back on the air, and we are glad that you are watching us. Tonight, we are going to headline things with one of your favorite bands, the Jenna Tortures. That's right. But first, we're going to get things started with ZAO that we got at the White Rabbit with our friend Brennan, who got an interview with him. So take it away, guys.
Hey everybody, this is Brennan, the Dead Prophet, coming at you representing The Scene here at the White Rabbit with most of the members of ZAO.
Our one member's old. He has to sleep in a casket before we play.
He may be showing up a little bit later.
His little thing broke down today.
Yeah.
He's about 5 miles back.
So, going on the Stress Tour with Bleeding Through, Fight Paris, Misery Signals, and Darkest Hour. You guys have been back in the States how long?
2 weeks.
2 weeks?
2.5.
Before that, where were you touring through?
In Europe, mainly UK.
Mainly UK.
Show in France, and 2 shows in Germany.
Have you? Did you notice a difference in the fan base out there? Like, not necessarily the fan base or the scene. Like, how is it different from here and there?
I think is that more energy.
They have more energy over there.
They're just different.
Yeah.
America's the lazy country.
They tend to not. I don't know. I don't know. They tend to like.
They kind of just hang out.
They'll chill, and you're like, but then they like really like it. They just don't.
Yeah.
So
It's not.
jump into
Not
the
as
new
physical.
album. Yeah, not as physical. The new album, The Funeral of God. It's an amazing album, by the way. It's a little bit different than your other albums. Real, kind of got a darker overtone to it. What would you say would probably be? I mean, I read all the lyrics. They're really deep, a lot of meaning behind it all. What would you say would be the overall concept you're trying to portray with that album?
There's a lot of things. It's mainly just to give some people to think about.
Also, the sound on the album too. It seems like it's a little bit more progressive, a lot more melody going on, a little bit more. I don't know if I should say technical, but I mean it's really progressed. Is that something y'all were really looking at trying to do, or did you have a lot more? Did you have like different influences on this album? Is it just something that naturally progressed that way? What exactly?
Yeah, we actually think it's as far as song structure goes, it's a bit more simpler than our other albums. So, but I mean, there's some parts where it does get technical and a lot of double bass and stuff. But we just kind of wrote, whatever we felt like at the time.
Who would you say would be not just on this album, but like ZAO as a whole throughout the years? What would you say would be your overall influences or major? Who had a major effect on your sound? The sound of ZAO.
Well, it's like kind of an odd question because a lot of us listen to way different things.
Yeah, I kind of assume.
But for the ZAO sound, I would say that it's like kind of definitely Neurosis has impacted us. Deftones. I would say that Pantera has definitely impacted us, especially the drumming.
Yeah.
And I don't know. It's just really weird because I think when we started doing ZAO, everybody was more into like the metal thing, and like that's kind of what was going on at the time, and that's what we wanted to write. And then you get older and your tastes change, and you listen to different kinds of stuff. And, but you realize you have to kind of stay where you were. Yeah, ZAO can't be. I listen to the Beatles. I can't make an Abbey Road record.
Yeah.
But over the years, when you hear like songs you like, and you hear different types of artists, different types of music. Maybe not necessarily the sound of your band, but the way you write your songs changes because of what you're listening to. And like Russ said, with this record, it was way more based around song structure instead of just putting like 20 parts together and making it heavy. I think we did that before in the past. This time was definitely more like, hey, let's do a song where there's a chorus and people will remember it and they'll come back and stuff.
Same question though, the influence thing, but more along the lines now of the lyrics. Those would probably be for Daniel. Like your lyrics have always been kind of deep, kind of spiritual, kind of dark. Were there any major influences on your writing style, on your subject matter? I mean, what would you say, where does it come from?
Probably mainly favorite lyricists like Nick Cave, Johnny Cash. I like Hunter S. Thompson a lot.
Yeah.
The way he writes. I like imagery. I like kind of like story type songs like that have a beginning, a middle, and an end. They use like a lot of imagery and try to portray and like help people maybe visualize something in their mind while they're listening to it. like not necessarily the meaning of the song or something like that, but more like a lot of like visual references, so you can see like, you know, you're picturing different things in your mind as opposed to just like listening to someone talk about the lyrics. But try to like throw that all together.
On the subject of vocal collaboration, though, I heard "As I Lay Dying." What's the story with that? You doing something? Or you done something?
It's already out.
It's already out. It's released.
It's on the new CD. It's track 10. I'm horrible with names, so I'm not even gonna start.
It's number 10.
Yeah, track 10. But yeah, that was like the same thing. We were we've been working on a ZAO DVD for a while now, and it's more of a documentary type thing and a live show because of like all the breakups and questions about, you know, spiritual things and things like that. Kind of like a beginning to the end, explaining every step of the way up to this point from the
Quite a
beginning.
story.
And but we were filming. We had some days off
Yeah.
in Anaheim to do that, and at the same time, like an hour south, As I Lay Dying, they were like, the team was doing tracks. So they called me, just went down there for a couple hours and had a good time. That was the first, you know, like, just because it's like a good bit of the song is kind of like all the verses back and forth. It's almost like a slight, like old school, like vocal battle type thing. I like.
That's cool. Do you think
Yeah.
that studio collaboration might turn into a stage collaboration eventually, or?
I don't know. I mean, I'm sure if we ever play with them again live and come around, if they want to do it, I'd be more than happy to. But we actually might be working on a split 7-inch with Misery Signals, where there might be some collaboration. So
When might we expect that to come out?
tentatively, us and them are probably gonna be going into the studio at the beginning of the year.
Oh,
Not
yeah?
no like set dates or anything, but hopefully if we both go in around the same time, we can work it out that way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just do an extra song or two.
Going back to the DVD you mentioned, I read that y'all were looking for footage from fans, going all the way back to Splinter Shards of Birth, Separation. So you said it's gonna be more like a documentary than an actual DVD. Is there like a tentative date where that's gonna be released? Is that gonna be a lot of bootleg footage?
I think it's going to be like everything. It's going to be, there's some actual, like, I guess, professional footage on it. You know, like a couple of the shows we did, there's like, you know, cameramen and stuff just to do it. And I think there's going to be like a lot of old, you know, just like fan VHS stuff kind of.
Yeah.
Like everything, like a lot of interviews with like the band, like a lot of old members of the band, a lot of just like friends and people that knew us like, throughout the years and stuff like that.
Since you're tapping back into that history, do you guys think you're gonna be maybe tapping back into some of those old songs and playing them live?
Not
Some of the old favorites?
Not anything off the Splinter Shards. Like that's taboo territory for us.
Yeah.
Not like in a bad way. It's just like the complete overall sound is different.
Yeah, definitely.
Like I'm not gonna say the message is different, but like in a sense, it's just kind of like, you know. That's kind of talk about that too. It's cool though, but it's just weird. Like none of us were involved with that, so
Yeah.
it's just like we don't really feel like it's ours to. So we play from Blood and Fire Up everything.
Well, Blood and Fire's a great album.
But yeah, we still play stuff off that, and it's just, you know, we don't go back any further than that though.
Well, I definitely want to give a plug to the ZAO Online, the official website of ZAO, ZAOonline.com, like ZAO Online, ZAO Online. There you can look at band history, news, multimedia, merch. You can view 4 songs. You can listen to 4 songs on the website. What 4 songs are those?
I think it's Rising In, Truly, This is the End, Praise the War Machine, and Breath of the
The
Life.
video's still on there too. Right?
Yeah, the video show.
Yeah, it's the video. You can that's under the multimedia section, right? What video is that?
The Rising In.
The Rising In, right? The First Prophecy.
Yeah.
I was going to ask about that subtitle, The First Prophecy. What is the significance of that?
It's kind of like that song and the song that's called The Last Revelation. It's like track 3. Originally we're gonna be like, I was gonna name them the same song 1 and 2 because I think the first one's like the beginning of the end kind of,
Yeah.
and then the other one is the end. So it's just like the first prophecy and the last prophecy.
Well, I want to thank you guys for being with us. ZAO rocks. One of my favorite bands, definitely. Actually, according to me, my personal opinion, I always refer to ZAO as the greatest band known to mankind.
Thank you.
But yeah, to you guys at the scene, definitely check out ZAO next time they're in town. If you're not at this show, definitely check them out next time. You'll see me in the front row. And check out ZAOonline.com. This is Brennan, the Dead Prophet, with the scene signing off. Take it easy.
This is ZAO in San Antonio, and you're watching The Scene.
Jenna Tortures.
And I'm Joey from Jenna Tortures.
And you're on The Scene.
And that rhymes with mean.
Hey, this is Mike, and I'm here with The Scene with one of my favorite bands, the Jenna Tortures. This is Jen, and drummer extraordinaire, sitting right over here. Your name is the new drummer. Tell our fans who you are.
My name is Joey.
And he's got an awesome drum set, and it's red, and it was a great show. Anyway, I guess what we'll do is talk about the tour. I don't know how long the tour's been going on.
Been out for about a week.
About a week?
Yep, it's a Sin for Salvation tour.
You got
and
that
we've got Combi Christ out with us, and it's great. We've been having a great time, and I think we're about a week into it. And it's like I said, it's Joey's first tour with Jenna Tortures, and he's actually debuting the D-Drum Blood Red Diode kit, which is a really cool. It's like a blood red lucite kit that like kind of glows.
Now, where can people see a picture of this? Is there a website you can go on to look at this drum set?
No,
It's literally the first set that's
we're gonna be doing a photo shoot soon, and
yeah.
I mean, there's gonna be some ads out and shit, so people will be able to.
Most people know like D-Drum as being like an electronic drum company, but this is like their first acoustic drum set that they've made. They actually pre-shipped it. They rushed it to get it on the road with us, and we're honored to be able to have.
And let me tell you, I
heard it first.
I played in a couple of bands, and I've been sponsored by a few drum companies, major drum companies, and these people. I like playing their drums and being treated like I'm part of a family. It's like it goes way beyond anything else I've ever experienced, and it's really cool to be able to play those awesome drums.
Well, that's good, and you can take it out on the road for the rest of the tour.
Yeah.
Now, is there going to be anything different on this show? Is there a different stage show? Is there a new
You know,
look?
Absolutely. We have a lot of new stuff. We're playing a lot of new songs. We just finished tracking our album, and so we're playing like Kabangin', and David does a thing in the Evil D does a part of the show where he plays an upright bass, the King double bass made for him, and
That's a first.
debuting some of that, which is pretty cool because not everybody is actually like equipped to like handle one of those big motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's great. But you know that that's one of the questions I was going to ask you. I know that you guys have been touring for a long time because I think the first time I saw the band was in '90, opening up for Danzig back at the Showcase when it was still there. But I was wondering, it's been so many years, but how come there's only been so few records that have come out? Because I know that I don't know how many official ones. Well, the first one, I don't know if that's still available. The 120 Days.
120 Days is getting ready to be re-released.
That's what I was wondering. Yeah.
As is probably Sin City in like a new package and a whole new like thing. But the main thing is we've been holding off on even that because of the fact that we have this new record, and obviously we have some personnel changes.
Oh yeah.
So we've gone back and done some retracking, and we've got the record ready now. It's in the can and ready to come back with some new stuff. We just couldn't hold back though. We had to play a bunch of new songs. Like we opened up with new stuff. And
now you guys have played San Antonio pretty much every time come through here.
We
so
like San Antonio.
I know in San Antonio. I mean, like I said, I've
we
seen
have a
all
fun
the
time
shows.
here. Good time.
They've been
Crowds are amazing. Fans here. We love the people here, and we have a great time whenever we come.
Yeah, a lot of people when they see the name they go and that says a lot for a band because if you don't get any airplay or promotions from labels or people don't show that much interest in the label side, but when you go out, the shows people are always there. The crowds and you see the shirts, you see people talking about it. So that's what makes, I think, a great band because it's the fan base.
Well, and the thing is we owe our longevity and everything to our fans. The fact is that we're kind of, we're a band that I've always said this, we're in it for the long haul. We're not a flash in the pan band. Look, I've watched so many trends come and go from like, you name it. When we started, like, the grunge thing when we started, and then you had the new metal thing and whatever. I've seen things come and go, and you know what, at the end of the day, we're still here, we're still doing it, and the point is our fans are the reason. That's it.
Now, this new record, are you guys going to put out yourselves, or is it going to be through a label?
It's actually going to be through a label.
Wow.
We have a really interesting, cool scenario set up that we're excited about, and when we can, you'll be hearing about it very soon.
Now, I know that there's a DVD that's out already, that Society of. Now, is there going to be like a live DVD so people can get a full-length show? That's the
other thing that we started editing. We've been compiling a lot of footage, and we have some amazing things that we've shot, and we're trying to put together something real special. It's something that's different, not like something that you'd see from a normal band.
Yeah,
so
with everything,
a little different.
With the double discs and the Easter eggs and everything.
Absolutely.
Now, I remember when you played the Showcase early on, right after you guys played, Marilyn Manson played there, and I saw that show, and he told me that you guys did a lot of shows together back there in Florida.
Oh, yeah.
And so do you still keep in touch with him, or are you guys going to do something together?
Well, we keep in touch. I mean, it's funny because I remember the first time that, he was playing with us, and we were playing down in Miami, and they were like, like a little local band. It was right before we got signed, and I looked out, and I saw this kid out there lighting something on fire in the middle of the stage. And the next thing I knew, he's pouring chocolate syrup on all these girls on the front row. I'm like, you know what? This is a good band. And we kind of bonded at that moment. And then we started like doing a lot of shows together and doing stuff. And then obviously, Trent showed an interest in them, and their record came out. And it's Florida kind of creates. We've got this really bizarre, kind of seething underbelly of filth that goes on in Florida. It's fun. No, it's a really unique environment because you have a lot of people that move there. You've got like an older population, so you have this really conservative element, and then you have a lot of people moving in from all over, and it kind of creates this urge to just like fuck shit up, and make a statement.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the sound when you guys first started was a lot heavier. That first album it's real heavy, and then you can hear the change with some of the keyboards and some kind of the industrial sound getting into that.
Well, and some of the new stuff we're doing now, it's a cross between some of the stuff's really, really heavy, and then some of the stuff we've got like I said, upright bass, that Evil D's playing the shit out of. That's just, he rocks that shit more harder than, you know, most of these psychobilly bands. So
Yeah, there's a lot of those.
yeah. So we're pulling off some fun stuff. We're all about more like making a statement with the concept and the idea and like the presentation, and we don't care about like the genre. We're not locked into one thing. ever.
Yeah, like people say, well, what is it? Is it a metal band? Well, no. Is it this? No.
Is it a goth band? No.
No.
Is it industrial? No.
It's
What,
like,
what would you say it is?
I think it's just pure entertainment.
It's fun.
You know, I think it's a great show. That's why I go all the time. And you know, it's like people ask me, well, what is it about the show? I said, you just have to go and see it for yourself. You know, I said, you know, I enjoyed it the first time I saw it, and I said that was years ago, and I'm still going to the show. So, I mean, a lot of people I know are fans, and they go all the time. They talk about it. Like, oh, hey, they're coming to town, and you know, so you know, it's
Well, it's just fun. I mean, quite honestly, like what we want to do with our music is get people to move and feel something and have fun and just have a release. You know, I mean, there's so much shit in the world that's just like down and whatever. You just have to like, you know, just like go out and like, you know, have fun, have a good time. That's kind of what it's about.
But now, do they give you a certain, like when you do certain shows, like here in San Antonio, do they tell you, okay, don't do this, don't do
No,
that, blah, blah, blah?
It has nothing to do with that. The point is that no one tells us anything. It's the fact that we can only do a certain size show on a certain size stage with a certain type of production. So we are limited based on.
To what's available. Right?
Well, yeah, and when you give us a stage that's like really small, then we do a rock show. And we like go out, we rock it out. He plays his ass off on the drums, and you know, we do it up.
Well, you know, one of the other things I was going to mention to you on your website, when I saw as you scroll down there, you see that tribute to Dimebag.
Oh, absolutely.
And I think you told me that there was out in California, I think they were having that show at NAMM.
Yeah.
And I guess originally he was going to be there.
Well, yeah. I mean, the thing is that you know we work really closely with Dean Guitars, and Dime actually Dean made Dime's first guitar for him when he was 16, and he started playing Dean Guitars. That was his first endorsement. What happened with Dean Guitars after a while is the company went under, and then when the company was kind of like brought back to life. Dime had been playing for Washburn for a while, and he licensed that design with that V headstock that he was playing to Washburn. Then later on, you know, just recently, actually, you know, Dime had come back into the fold with Dean, and we spent a lot of really good time with him, and he was really excited about debuting his guitar, and he was supposed to be at the NAMM show, and you know, kind of turned into a different thing, obviously, because you know, we were all looking forward to hanging out. I remember, like, you know, everyone, hey, we're gonna be hanging out. What are we doing? And what you gonna be drinking? Let's go. You know, it's like the whole deal. And I remember when he played in Orlando, we took him his prototype for the Razorback guitar, and he was like really excited about it. He's like, oh, this is fucking badass. All right. He's like holding it up, and it's like, it was really cool. We got to hang out with him and whatever, and you know, so yeah. Unfortunately, the NAMM show was, you know, it turned out to where what it was is that, you know. Zach and Vinnie Paul and Scott Ian from Anthrax, Kerry King, everyone. What they did is they came out to the Dean booth, and they actually signed Dime's posters for the fans and for people, and that was kind of like it became a memorial, really, you know, for Dime. So you know, nothing you can really plan for, but
no, like I said, it's real nice. I mean, if you look on the website, you can see all kinds of really interesting things on there, and there's a lot of information on there, so anybody who hasn't checked it out, you need to check it out, because if you don't, that woman right there is going to kick your ass.
Well, also too, I don't know if people know, but like right now what's happening with Dean is that Dean is partnering with Hard Rock, and what they're doing is they're doing a traveling memorial to Dime that's going to be like a lot of different rock stars, people like Nikki Sixx and Gene Simmons and whatever, are actually hand painting Dime's models, and they're putting them on display, and then there's going to be actually a traveling memorial that Hard Rock and Dean are putting together for Dime.
Wow, that's it. I didn't know that. That's going to be an interesting thing. Hopefully that'll come around here. But anyway, well, I just wanted to thank you for taking out some of your time. I know you guys have a hectic schedule, and I just want to thank you for talking to us for a little bit here on the scene. And I guess we'll see you the next time you're in town. And like I said, next time they come, you people need to come out and check out this show. Now, what's the best way people can find out information about the band?
Oh, well, are you kidding me? GenTortures.com. But you gotta spell it right.
Wait. Let's get up to date here. Come on.
MySpace.
Yes. What about the MySpace?
MySpace.com/Jenna Tortures.
I don't even ask girls for the phone number anymore. It's like, you got MySpace.
Are you on MySpace?
Yeah.
That's how it works.
Everybody's doing that MySpace thing.
Yeah.
I guess
No,
I need
it's
to
cool.
do that.
I mean, we've got we have we actually update the MySpace thing a lot, and we do have a lot of new music on there. And we'll do like little things. We'll like put a song up for a day, like a new song, and put something up there, like so you get to hear it.
It was like,
Yeah, we're really interactive with it, and it's
Absolutely.
like,
We all get on there and talk to people, and
wow, that's really cool. I mean,
it's a good way for us to connect our fans.
Yeah, and you can probably get feedback, and people say, "Hey, I like this." Or,
Absolutely.
What about that? Or when are you going to be coming around and stuff? So that's great. So there you go, MySpace /
/Jenna Tortures.
is it a forward slash or a backslash? I would say backslash.
Forward, but never straight. Anyway, so this is Mike with the scene, with the Jenna Tortures, and we'll see you on the scene.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. Please stay tuned next week where we give you another kick-ass episode. We'd like to thank all of you people who commented and asked us about the condition of the show when we were on our hiatus, man. We were glad to see the fans out there. Just so you know, we're also doing some work with The Edge magazine where Jen and I and Eve are also doing some concert reviews. So if you're a local band and you want to get us to review your live show, give us a call. Visit the website, stillthescenerocks.com, guys. Until next week, see y'all later. Hey, what's up, San Antonio? This is Matt, and you are watching the comeback episode. It has been a long time coming, and we are back to have... Tonight, we got a great episode, and we're going to headline things with one of San Antonio's favorite Tonight, we got a great show for you tonight. We're going to kick things off with San Antonio's favorite,
Somebody stop the bugs.
Hey, what's up, guys? Thanks for watching the show. Please stay tuned next week. We'll give you another good episode of Coming Attractions.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, guys? Thanks for watching the show. Please. What else do I need to do? Hey, what's up, guys? Thanks for watching the show. That was funny.
Are you gonna opt just to stand there?
I'm gonna stand now.
You know who I am, and you know what you're watching. And if you don't know what you're watching, you're a bitch-ass buster, but this is the scene, and don't change it.
But the question is what makes you so special that people should listen? I'm not special. I'm exceptional.